I'm Nick Altmeyer with linkinglewiscounty.com. We're here with Joe Pinion, who is the Republican candidate for U.S. Senate, and he is challenging Senator Schumer. So, Mr. Pinion's been nice enough to give us a few moments here today as he visits Lewis County with the Lowville Cream Cheese Festival. So, welcome to Lewis County, Mr. Pinion.
Great to be here. Thank you so much for speaking with me, and always great to be in Lowville with the people of Lewis County.
All right. So, what do you think of the Cream Cheese Festival? Is this your first time attending the Cream Cheese Festival?
Well, I've been here a couple times. First time as a candidate on the ballot, and certainly, again, the excitement is wonderful. You couldn't ask for better weather, and just seeing the community, the interconnectedness of it all, people from far and wide coming to enjoy this historic day with people who really define what it means to be a New Yorker.
For sure. Have you ever seen a cheesecake that large?
I don't. The reason why it is the largest cheesecake you're ever going to find, and so look, it was a great opportunity to help cut that cake. But the reality is that we have New Yorkers that are receiving too small a sliver of the pie. Chuck Schumer has been in D.C. for 42 years. He's been in the United States Senate for 24 years. I worked out pretty well for him. But if you look all around North Country and all across New York State, the opportunities that were promised in our founding documents, they have fled for greener pastures. 1 million of our friends and neighbors have fled, most of whom from Central New York and Northern New York, because they recognize that Chuck Schumer is not delivering results. The environment is not conducive for us to be able to raise our families. And so we need new leadership, we need fresh ideas, we need a bold perspective on making sure that New York does remain and return to being the Empire State.
And for some of the voters in Lewis County that might not be as familiar with you or your campaign, what kind of motivated you to run, and what are some of the biggest issues do you feel are facing New Yorkers at the moment?
Well, look, I'm a Yonkers boy, born and raised. I went to Colgate University, played football there. But at the end of the day, for me, my path to deciding to run is part of the pain and suffering that New Yorkers are experiencing. We lost my grandmother at 100 years old this past year. She died alone in a nursing home when she went to meet her Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And we were not allowed to be there with her because of mandates that codified by politicians who violated our God-given individual rights. That can't happen here in these United States of America. You look at what's happened. They printed $6 trillion of our money, like a bunch of drunken sailors, to deal with the virus of foreign origin from the Chinese Communist Party. And so what happened in the aftermath of that? People like my mother watched their Social Security get basically wiped out by runaway inflation. It does not go as far as it needs to go. And so, again, issue by issue, whether we're talking about the southern border that is completely open because of Chuck Schumer and Joe Biden's reckless policies, allowing fentanyl now to be the leading cause of death of people aged 18 to 45, and that hits hardest people living in North Country, hits people all across the rural parts of this state. So there's great pain here in New York State that has gone unaddressed. Chuck Schumer dances while they raise taxes on people that live in North Country. Chuck Schumer celebrates while they try to strip us of our constitutional God-given rights to self-defense and the Second Amendment. And so we have to make a stand here in New York. We have a choice to say that the next 6 years will not be like the last 42 on Chuck Schumer's watch. And so I'm humbly here asking people for their support to help create awareness that Chuck Schumer is on the ballot, and that with the help of North Country coming out in force, like our lives and our future depends on it, we will win this election. The people of Lowville will have a voice, and the people all across this region will know that there's someone in D.C. fighting for them.
Okay. And as you spend some time in Lewis County and travel around a little bit, what are some of the favorite things that you notice about our rural county here?
Look, I mean, for me, at the end of the day, you see the best of America. You see the farmers who are working every single day, not just to create food for their community, but also to have something to pass on to their families and their loved ones. We should be working harder to make sure that it's easier for people to hold on to that family farm from one generation to the next. We should make it easier for children not to feel like they have to step over where they came from in order to pursue their American dreams. People should be able to come right back here and live. And we see the integrated nature of our economy from this festival. You've got the people from Fort Drum who are volunteering here. That's how this works, that you make it actually possible for businesses like Kraft to be here. You make it possible for that extension of economic activity to help the families that depend on having a vibrant economy for places like over in the Fort Drum region. So these are the things that are not getting done. And as a politician, what Chuck Schumer has become, he's forgotten he's supposed to be a statesman, ensuring that we get what we need when we need it. You don't just get to show up every 6 years with a Publishers Clearinghouse check with taxpayer dollars and think you can bribe us with our own money. This is the opportunity for the people of Lowville, the people of Lewis County, the people of Jefferson County, and all through North Country to know that they're going to have a real fighter down in D.C. who values their lives, who values their opportunity, who values our quality of life.
Well, we really appreciate you taking a few moments to speak with us, and we wish you the best of luck with your campaign.
Absolutely, and people can go to joepinion.com to learn more about me and our quest, because this is the year that we, the people, will stand up and say we will not abide a one-party tyranny anymore. It's the nation founded to escape tyranny of the king. We're not going to abide tyranny of government by any man, by any person. And if Chuck Schumer stands in our way, then he too must be put in the retirement home of politics once and for all.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.